Hello, I'm Mark Andres, a graphic designer and illustrator based in Marikina City. And today I'm going to teach you how to find calm by painting with watercolor. So, I'm just gonna give a short background about myself. Graduate ako sa College of Fine Arts, majoring in industrial design. And somehow, I found myself doing graphic design work after I graduated. And I immediately fell in love with it. And iba-iba rin yung medium na ginagamit ko. Pinaka-favorite ko talaga na medium is watercolor. Actually, yung creative space ko sa bahay, iba-iba. Ayoko nung gusto kong medyo distracted ako kapag nagde-design work ako kasi parang mas productive ako pag ganun. Pero kapag nag-i-illustration ako, dun ko gustong tahimik. Itong table na to, hindi talaga siya table, bangko lang siya. Maliit lang siya na bangko. And sinet up ko to sa tapat ng garden namin. Dito sa tapat ng doorway na nakaharap sa garden namin. Kita yung mga plants namin. And kasi kapag nag-work ako on illustrations, especially on watercolor illustrations, gusto ko may natural light. The best talaga yung natural light kapag nagpe-paint kayo. So right now, I'm stuck at home. What's it about watercolor that gives me calm? Mostly it comes with the ritual. You have to approach it without the end goal in mind. Hindi dapat nagmamatter kung ano yung ipipaint mo. Parang mas nagmamatter yung sinimulan mo siyang gawin. Mas nagmamatter yung dinip mo na yung paintbrush mo sa water and you started painting. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys how I paint using watercolor. So, and we're going to cover some basic techniques that would hopefully kickstart you into this hobby as we spend our times here at home. Now I'm going to show you the tools that we need for this workshop. Okay, first, kailangan natin ng watercolor. Now, itong watercolor, it comes in many types. Merong ganito, tawag sa kanya pan. If I can open it, here. Yan. Ito yung individual pans. And then it comes out in tubes like this one. Pero for this particular demo, ang gagamitin ko ay this one. Kasi mas sanay akong gamitin to. Watercolor paper. Okay, sobrang important nito kasi hindi kayo pwedeng gumamit ng kahit anong papel lang basta for watercolor. It needs to be able to absorb water without warping or breaking apart. Itong watercolor paper, may halo siyang cotton so hindi siya masisira agad kapag nabasa. Also, may texture din siya. Tissue paper. Ito. Kailangan natin ng tissue paper kasi gagamitin nyo to control the amount of paint and water sa paintbrush nyo. Hindi ko nang makalimutan. Kailangan din natin ng paintbrush. There. Hanapin nyo yung may malambot na bristles. So, important yung malambot yung bristles for watercolor. Mas marami siyang ma-absorb na water kapag mas malambot yung bristles ng brush. Kailangan rin natin ng lapis kasi magsisketch din tayo mamaya. Lastly, kailangan natin ng water container. Now, itong lalagyan nyo ng water, pwede kayong kumamit ng kahit anong lalagyan. Ideally sana, dalawa yung lalagyan nyo. Yung isa, din yung huhugasan ng paintbrush. And then, the other one, doon kayo kukuha ng clean water for painting. Alright? Cool. The first thing I do, before I do anything, is here. Itong mga pans kasi, kapag matagal mo siyang hindi nagamit, nagda-dry up siya. So, lagyan lang natin ng konting water yung mga paint na gagamitin natin. Alright? For this exercise, itatry natin gumawa ng gradient ladder katulad nito. Magsa-start tayo na super saturated and super tingkad ng paint. And then, as we go along, mas lalo siyang magiging less saturated. And this is going to be our first level. There. And then gradually, lalagyan nyo lang siya ng water. I-dip nyo yung brush nyo sa water. And then dagdagan nyo lang ng water yung ano. Okay, so the next technique I'm going to teach you guys is called pulling. Mag-apply muna tayo ng paint sa paper. Super saturated paint. Put this one for example. There. And then, i-wash natin yung brush. Ilo-load natin ng water yung brush. And then, gagawin natin is, i-wet lang natin yung paper beside it, and then slowly ipupull natin siya. So the next technique I'm gonna show you guys is called lifting. It's gonna paint solid line. So, gusto ko pa siyang mas solid. So, papatuan ko pa siya ng isa pang layer. Like that. Kapag basa siya, kaya niya mag-apply ng paint on paper, on any surface. Pero kapag dry siya, pag sobrang dry niya, kaya rin niyang higupin ulit yung paint. Like so. Yan. So this is called lifting. So ang next technique na ipapakita ko sa inyo is called a wet on wet technique. Kasi you're applying wet paint on wet paper. This one is called a gradient wash. Gawa lang tayo ng isang malaking wet rectangle. Basa na siya. You can start painting. And magsa-start tayo na very light siya. Okay. And then, dip natin yung brush natin dun sa mix natin ng color sa palette. Pa kayo happy dito sa dun sa yung transition ng gradient. Pwede nyo i-dip yung brush nyo sa water, tapos go over it with water para mas pumantay siya, para mas maging even siya. Parang kanina sa gradient wash, babasahin lang ulit natin yung paper. For this one, hindi kailangan ng rectangle. Basahin nyo lang yung working area nyo kasi magsispread lang yung blue dun sa wet part ng paper. And then, dadab lang natin siya sa wet area. And as you can see, yung nag-bloom siya, parang nagsispread siya. Mas lalo siya magsispread. And as you can see, hindi lumalampas yung paint dun sa wet mark. Pwede natin gamitin yung lifting technique para bawasan yung paint if you feel na masyado siyang marami. Okay, so ito yun na yung dalawang wet on wet techniques na ginawa natin kanina. Ito yung gradient wash and ito yung bloom technique. So for this exercise, gagamitin natin itong dalawang techniques na to to create a simple landscape scenery. Blank sheet of watercolor paper. And then unahin natin gawin yung gradient wash. Okay, so ito yun na yung background natin. So ito yung sky natin. So next, we're gonna paint some mountains. Wow, mountains. Okay. So importante na tuyong-tuyo na tong background natin for the next step kasi gagamit tayo ng bloom technique. Yung mountains natin. So nag-establish na ako ng parang working area kung saan magsispread yung paint mamaya kapag ginamit na natin yung bloom technique. Lalagay lang natin siya doon sa wet area kanina. There. And then, kontrolin lang natin yung pag-spread ng paint. Slowly mag-fade siya pababa. Parang medyo parang cloudy mountains. Ano bang klaseng puno bagay dito? When it comes to watercolor, meron lang sigurong 3 rules na you should keep in mind. Not to follow, just to keep in mind. Rule number 1, it's never gonna be perfect. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi kapag nagpe-paint ka with watercolor, you're not the one in control. Sinasabayan mo lang yung flow nung paint kapag nag-bloom. Hindi mo alam kung anong mangyayari. And pwede mong i-tilt yung water pero generally hindi mo alam kung paano siya mag-end up. And once you've accepted that, you'll find na mas fun siyang gawin. So yung second rule, kapag nag-watercolor, always let it dry. Okay? When in doubt, just let it dry. Una, yung watercolor, nag-iiba yung kulay niya or nag-iiba yung itsura niya kapag nag-set na siya or kapag natuyo na siya. Also, okay siya kasi pagbalik mo, iba na rin yung may time ka na to breathe. And last rule siguro is you need to learn how to stop and walk away. Malaking problema ko dati. Di ko alam kung paano siya isa-stop. Nag-paint ako, pag may nakita akong mali, gusto ko siyang itama pa, gusto ko pang dagdagan ng paint. Kapag pinaint over mo yung work mo, either malilift mo na sa sobrang kapal ng paint or mabubura ng water yung nagawa mo na before. Just know when to stop and walk away and sabihin mong wala, okay na yan, finish na, wala na akong magagawa sa kanya. Yung pinaka-importanting rule in life in general, not just in watercolor pero in life in general. Kapag tama na, huwag mo na ipilit. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you try out the exercises, tag me and the half so we can check out your work. Alright? So thank you so much for watching. Again, this is Mark Andres from Marikina City and this is Design Dialogues at Home. Bye!